Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome to your favorite podcast, Elevate. The podcast where I share about how I'm elevating every day to my highest vibration, sharing things like meditations, affirmations, and positive stories from my life. Enjoy the motion of this podcast and everywhere that the dance of my words takes you, because this is a fire episode. I had so much insight in my own life just over the past week that I am so blessed to have the opportunity to share with you guys. And I want to say hello and welcome to my new subscribers over on my YouTube family, the Enchanted Tribe. What's up? Thank you for tuning into my podcast. The energy over on YouTube is so supportive and so beautiful. And I am excited to take the energy and infuse my podcast with it too. So thank you for listening. Also, feel free to DM me on Instagram, Emma_the Enchantress. I love hearing feedback. I love hearing where you're at in your life. The ebb and flow of life is the motion. My daughter worded it perfectly when she said it just seems like life is slow. It's on pause. And sometimes that's sometimes what the ebb can feel like. And then we all know what the flow feels like. It feels like momentum. It feels like progress, promise. It feels like motion. But they both hold just as much of an importance. And I hope that after this podcast, you see that with me, and that you also walk away after listening feeling inspired and feeling creative in how to maneuver the energies of both the ebb and flow in your own life. Something that I've started doing in my own life that I have noticed holds the most prevalence in my life is my gratitude practice. I've gotten into the habit of, as soon as I wake up, I'm still kind of in that subconscious state of sleep. As soon as I wake up, I go into gratitude. Even just simply being thankful for waking up in health and a warm home with my pet foot in my bed, already surrounded by love. I love to dive in deep to gratitude before I even start any other thoughts for the day. I also like to end my day in gratitude. Now, when you start and end your day on this note, you are sending energy out into the field that's around you to generate even more things to be grateful for. Gratitude is such a powerful force. Gratitude is the force behind positive manifestations. It's been called the currency of the universe. It's like the full send it to anything that you're manifesting. So I recommend having a daily practice of gratitude, and even throughout your day, being intentional with everything. Like if you have food, give thanks to the food and speak life into what you're about to eat. Be grateful for all of the ways that it nourishes you. Every time you drink water, be thankful for the hydration. When you cuddle your pet, be thankful that you're having this moment. When you are looking out your window into the sunshine like I am right now, be thankful that we can experience things like this on our skin and the rejuvenation that the sun gives to our DNA. Just be thankful. There's so many things. I find in particular during the ebb of life that gratitude helps surge me into the flow. When you're having a hard time finding the blessings in your life, when you do show thanks for what you do have, it's almost like it opens up your eyes to the other blessings that are in your life. Now, I'm not saying that you need to always be thankful, ignore any of the negativity. No, like part of the ebb and flow of life is feeling. It's very important to acknowledge how you feel how you feel. Feelings are signals. Feeling is like one hell of an indication of, first of all, that an energetic shift is near, because having a feeling is like a compass to shed light, to show light on what isn't working or elevating you towards happiness. Like, what is causing your unhappiness? If you believe, like I do, that you co-create with the universe to create the life that you desire, if something is making you feel unhappy or sad or stagnant, use that feeling to pinpoint what is going on in your life that isn't ideal and how you can change it. If you can't change it, look at it for what it is supposed to be. Feel the feelings. See if there's any lessons for you to see during this time of feeling. Maybe point blank, it could just be a message from the universe for you to pause and slow down. I know for me personally, being such a person who has things scheduled even down to the minute sometimes my life does have to take an ebb momentum for me to really slow down and reflect. So that could even just simply be the case. So always feel what you have to feel. Recognize feelings as the signals that they are, and take encouragement knowing that moving forward, this doesn't have to be your narrative, that you can change anything in your life that's not ideal. Everyone experiences both parts of life. The ebb and the flow happens to all of us. So during the ebb phase of life, during the slow phase of life, it's important to create habits that ground you in happiness is probably the easiest way to describe them. So these are habits or things that you do in your day that just bring you happiness. Like I like starting my morning, spending some time outside with my animals, drinking my warm cup of lemon water and ginger. That brings me a lot of happiness, to watch the sun rise and to feel its first rays. That's something that can never be taken away from me. Even when I'm feeling really sad or depressed or stressed out or anxious, I find that practice of spending time in nature really grounds me and really gives me wholesome happiness. There's other things like going for a walk, spending time near a beach, eating good food, my favorite cardigan. Whatever your baseline of happiness is, incorporate that into your daily practice. This is building momentum of gratitude in your life because you're experiencing things on the daily that just make you feel good and make you feel happy. And you're creating a habit of being happy. Do you see what I'm saying? So that even when the ebb of life comes, you're still in the flow because you're still doing things throughout your day that bring you happiness, that you love to do, that you look forward to do, and that there are grounding practices that help you feel balance even when life may be throwing you in different directions. Having this happiness balance is also the perfect formula for positive manifestations regardless of the way your life is flowing. So if you are in a grateful, happy state, you are able to manifest regardless of what you're seeing in your 3D. Remember what you know about manifesting. It's a lifestyle, it's a feeling, it's embodiment. So the energy of those things circuits around happiness and gratitude. It's like the blood flowing through your body. That is what gratitude and happiness is, flowing through your energetics. So if you can keep that baseline of being happy, being grateful, regardless of how you're feeling, your manifestations are still there. They're still working. The currency is still aligned to your energetic currency. And I like to just think of the ebb part of my life as the things that are not an energetic match falling away or me shifting into a higher frequency. Sometimes that causes an ebb in my life because it's almost like energetic shifts are taking place. And I'm just kind of in this, I don't want to call it the void. I've heard it called the void by other mystics. That just doesn't work for me because even in the ebb of life, I don't feel like I'm in a void. I still do feel very secure, very prosperous, very grounded. It's just a slower movement. So if you can start associating your ebbs with just a sensual slowness of life versus stagnation, that mentality shift will help a lot, because when you change your mind about things, you're changing the energy about things, right? Everything is energy. So just look at anything in your life through the eyes of your highest self, and what energy do you want out of this? What is the ideal outcome? So if your life's ebbing right now, the ideal outcome is for you to feel grounded, to see what you're supposed to see, to learn what you're supposed to learn, to pinpoint what you're supposed to pinpoint, and constantly flow into your higher timeline, into your higher vibration. Living in the end is probably what you've heard other master manifestors say, and this is really important because it helps you observe and flow through the emotion of the ebb, knowing that it's not your forever. Emotions change when we add gratitude to the mix. So living in the end, you are thankful regardless of what your situation looks like currently. You are thankful because you know what the end game is. So I know for me, the last few days were not ideal for me financially or on a success level. It just wasn't what I was hoping the beginning of my March would be. And I was like, what is up with this? Why is my life ebbing like so much? Where is my flow? And I realized the flow was within. Gratitude was within. Once I understood what my happiness baseline was and how much of that I actually incorporate into my life on a daily basis, I was like, wow, like I am so blessed. I have so much happiness around me. I am surrounded by love, and I was able to change my emotions from simply feeling them for what they were, being like an observer of my emotions and not completely swept away by them, seeing them for what they were, seeing them for what they were showing me about my current life, and just being like, this isn't my narrative forever. I'm flowing through this. Even though it feels like an ebb, my gratitude tells me that I am still flowing through this. My happiness base, my gratitude levels are telling me that I'm still manifesting positivity into my life, and that this ebb period of my life is still for my benefit, even though I may not understand it yet. And that gratitude helped, it helped move things in my life that caused my life to start flowing. The purpose of our existence is happiness. So I think it's such a caught in the matrix kind of thinking that if life isn't progressing the way that we think it should, or if we aren't getting everything out of our day that we think we should, that it's a failure. And I think that's ego. I don't think that that's a valid measurement of success at all. The purpose of our existence is happiness. So if you just simply feel happy, you're in your purpose. And when you are living a life of purpose, you are an energetic match for wealth, success, happiness, blessings, good luck, love, all of the good things. Sadness is a sign from the universe on where your life needs to change. Where do you feel sad right now? Instead of getting stuck in that and letting that state overtake you, have the strength, and I know you do because we are strong people. Spiritually connected people are the most strongest people that I know. We have the strength to look within and to ask ourselves, even in our sad moments, what is this showing me? Why am I feeling the way that I'm feeling? How is this showing up for me in my life? Did something trigger this? Did something cause this? We are strong enough to be able to do that. Even by taking a depression nap, whatever you want to call it, we are alchemists. We are able to go for that nap knowing that we're going to wake up from that nap energy shifted. It's like we use the nap as a portal. If we're not feeling our ideal selves, take a nap, boo, relax. You're going to wake up refreshed, invigorated, renewed sense of self. Use that sleepy time as magic. Like we can use our naps and our evening sleeps as portals, stepping into higher timelines. Just relax and let your spirit, let your soul who knows best do the work that you need done while you are completely relaxed. Where energy goes, energy flows. So if it is just an off day for you, that's okay. It's so important to always show ourselves self-love. It's so important to just give ourselves grace and know that we don't always have to be on the move. We don't always have to be conscious of our thoughts. We don't always have to be focused on our elevation. Like sometimes just simply existing, not just sometimes, all the time actually, just simply existing is a blessing for us. It is who we are. We are meant to just simply exist and to just radiate love and good energy, and that just attracts good things to us. So if you're having a sad day, an off day, just give yourself the grace to relax if you can, and to just show yourself a little extra love, maybe from a nice shower or bath or some really good food, or like I mentioned earlier, going for walks or enjoying the outdoors or cuddling with your pet or spending time with your kids or loved ones. Do what you gotta do to find that happiness base and to just fill yourself back up. When you focus on positive, that's when the ebb begins to flow. This episode's fire. I am so happy I can share this kind of stuff with you guys. Please let me know in my DMs how you're ebbing, how you're flowing, where you're at in life. We have an eclipse coming up this weekend. We're going to have eclipse energy for a while. How is that showing up for you? Are you already feeling it? Are you nervous for the energy? Are you anticipating it? What are you going to manifest during this huge cosmetic energy? Like, just let me know. I love integrating your happiness base into your daily routine is so important. More happiness is more positivity, more gratitude, more good things, more happiness. The flow and the formula to make it through the ebb and move through the ebb is more happiness, more positivity, which gives you more gratitude. More gratitude brings more good things, and more good things bring you more happiness. It's a constant circuit. It's a constant motion, and this is what activates the flow in the ebb. So what are your flows? What brings you happiness in life? My yoga and Pilates practice is really important to me for my flow. No matter how stagnant my day is, if I do a quick session on the mat, I always feel so much better. Getting into somatic movements always helps me move energy around, even if it's a 10-minute stretch. Even if it's some mindful breathing, it doesn't have to be extensive. Anything that you can do to connect your body and create movement, mindful movement, will move energy around for you and get your ebb into more of a flow state. This is you creating the momentum in your life. The movement is fueled by happiness, by gratitude, by intention. So a question you can ask yourself is, what do you want happiness to look like for you in your life? Visualize that, embody that, become that person. Manifesting is a lifestyle. It's no quick secret. It's no secret formula. It's no do this, don't do that. It's a lifestyle, point blank, period. It's how you feel. It's how you see yourself. It's simply a lifestyle. That is the secret. You need to show up every day as who you want to be. Even if you're having a depressive day, okay, but how does your higher self have a depressing day? I'll give you an example from my own life. Before, if I knew I was going to have a bad day, what my bad day would look like would be sleeping the whole day away, getting up before the kids got home from school, making them food to eat, and then lounging in front of the TV for the rest of the day. Now, if I have a bad day, it will look like taking my dog for a walk or cuddling with her extra long. It will look like listening to inspirational YouTubers while I have a shower or a bath. It will look like me just putting on music and smoking a fat joint and dancing. It will look like me painting or doing an extra long yoga or Pilates session. It will look like me taking a nap but with intent and waking up maybe an hour later feeling actually a lot better. It will look like me sitting around my crystals and just taking in energy instead of giving out energy. It looks so differently now for me because I have created a happiness base for myself that even on really slow days, I can still incorporate these simple things that are guaranteed happiness for me. So what does that look like for you? What do your happiness moments? What does your happiness base look like for you? You need to come up with that, and you need to start implementing that into your daily routine. Speaking of this, I actually just launched a planetary alignment planner where you can work with the cosmos to plan your weekly schedule, even right down to the minute if you're a super productive girly like myself. And it's all PDFs, so you can print out as many copies as you want, use them as much as you want. For the month of March, it's only 50 cents download. And this can help you figure out where to plan your happiness moments in your day. First of all, it gives you something to look forward to. It starts implementing a routine. Implement it for at least 21 days to build that routine. And then on even down ebby days, did I just say ebby? But even on the ebb kind of days, you can continue these habits, and it's going to cause the momentum of flow during the ebb, and it's going to help you still feel high vibe, still feel productive. Working with the planet specifically has helped me to orchestrate and plan my days with such smoothness, such rhythm, such beautiful routine that just comes so naturally because I'm literally working alongside the cosmos to enhance my life. It is the perfect formula for your soft girl era. So download that PDF. It was a game changer for me. My friends that I've talked to about it, they love having it implemented in their lives too. So I finally created a digital product of this scheduling system. And yeah, it ties into this conversation perfectly, because if you can actually put down where you're going to have your base, your happiness base, and how it's going to show up for you in your days, and create a habit around happiness. Habits don't have to be difficult. They are actually quite enjoyable to implement healthy, happy habits into your life. And these just become habitual and instinctive after a certain time period. So try that out. Let me know in the comments what you picked as your happiness base, how that looks for you, how you're implementing it into your daily routine, and how you're manifesting doing so. Like, I want to hear the good that's coming to you during your ebbs. I want to hear the good that's coming to you during your flows, because we are powerful manifestors, and we can manifest beautiful things during all moments of life, during the highs, during the lows. Being a manifestor doesn't mean that you have to always be high vibrational. The thing is, when you are an intuitive, introspective, spiritual kind of person, even on bad days, you still are high vibrational. You still are full of love. You still have an intent. You still have a purpose. You still have the power to manifest everything that you want, because just showing up, just being you, just simply being is your superpower. This was a great episode. I had so much fun sharing it with you guys. There's no meditation in this episode, but the affirmation is, I am happy. I am loved. Say that as your mantra today. Feel it in all the depths of your soul. I am happy. I am loved. And let me know on Instagram, Emma_the Enchantress, how life's ebbing and how life is flowing for you. I look forward to connecting with you guys next time. Universal love.